You know, when you think about your car, you probably think of one thing, getting from point A to point B. But what if I told you that on a really hot summer day, that car in your driveway has a secret secondary function, one that's, well, a lot more delicious?
I know, it sounds a little out there, right? Could you actually bake cookies on your dashboard? Well, that's the big question we're going to dig into today. We're going to follow the science and see if your sedan could really double as a solar-powered bakery.
Okay, so to even get to the cookie part, we've got to understand why cars get so incredibly hot in the first place. I mean, it's not just warm in there. There's a specific scientific thing happening that basically turns your car into a giant heat trap.
And that's the greenhouse effect in a nutshell. Sunlight. It's made of these short waves that just zip right through the glass. No problem. That light heats up everything inside, the seats, the steering wheel, and especially that big dark dashboard. Then, those hot surfaces radiate the heat back out as longer waves. And here's the trick. Those longer waves can't get back through the glass so easily, so they're stuck. The heat gets trapped, and the temperature just keeps climbing and climbing.
So let's picture this. We're going to set the scene for our little experiment. Imagine it's just a scorching summer day. The thermometer officially hits 100 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about 38 Celsius. You know the kind of day where you can just feel the heat coming off the pavement? That's our starting point, outside the car.
And this is where things get wild. Take a look at that difference. While it's 100 degrees outside, the surface of your dashboard can soar to nearly 200 degrees. That's not just hot. That's getting into the range you'd use for slow baking things in your actual oven at home. It's a massive, massive jump, and it's all thanks to that trapped solar energy.
Now, this whole idea of using your car as an oven might sound brand new, but believe it or not, cooking with your car actually has a bit of a history. The original idea started, not inside the car, but under the hood.
Yeah, I'm talking about car engine cooking. For years, people on long road trips and mechanics have known this little trick. You can wrap food, we're talking meat, veggies, potatoes, in aluminum foil, find a nice hot spot on the engine block, and just let the motor cook your dinner while you drive. It's a real thing!
But, and this is super important, there's a huge difference here. Engine cooking uses what's called conductive heat. The food is in direct contact with the hot metal. Dashboard baking, though, is completely different. It uses radiant heat from the sun that gets trapped and amplified inside the car. So one is powered by gasoline and pistons, and the other is powered purely by sunshine. Okay, so we've looked at the science of how a car gets so hot, and we've seen there's already a history of people cooking with their cars. So now it's time to put it all together. Let's get to the verdict and answer that big question. Does dashboard baking actually work?
So let's just run through the evidence one more time. We've got a seriously hot day, 100 degrees. Check. We've got the car's greenhouse effect trapping all that heat. Check. We know for a fact the dashboard can reach real baking temperatures. Check. And we even have the whole engine cooking thing as a precedent. It seems like all the pieces are there, right?
So, can you actually do it? The answer is a big, resounding yes. On a hot, sunny day, your dashboard absolutely gets hot enough to fully bake cookie dough. This isn't just a fun theory. The science 100% holds up.
And this quote from the source material really just nails it. It's not magic, it's physics. The exact same effect that makes you dread opening your car door in the middle of August is what makes this whole crazy baking method totally possible. So I think the big takeaway here is that you might need to look at your car a little differently from now on. It's not just a machine that gets you around town, it's also a surprisingly efficient solar oven, just sitting there in your driveway.
Which, of course, leaves us with one final, very fun question. If a dashboard can bake cookies, what else could you make? Could you melt a perfect grilled cheese? Maybe reheat a slice of pizza? So next summer, when it gets really hot, what will you be tempted to cook?